Welcome, everyone, to a piece of college football history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment to battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on a team from the ACC, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. 2 teams enter, 1 team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That's a solid gain, moves the ball to the 29.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Again, makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Second down, we're going to throw it. Receiver makes the grab. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They're going to run it here. He shreds the tackle. And he's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll hand it off. Running with purpose.
So you're a defensive coordinator trying to stop this offense. Your eyes are in the backfield, worried about that quarterback. He's going to run or throw it. You got to worry about the receivers getting downfield and making big plays. And now, oh, by the way, you got a program that has great history at the running back spot. Guys like, think about it, Travis Etienne and C.J. Spiller, the backs they have here now on this roster. Boy, just so many different combinations and ways to attack you.
And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And now the handoff. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking for a gap. It's Banks. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Here's a 1st and 10 play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Lets it go. And it's picked off in the end zone. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, a costly mistake here by the quarterback. Forces that ball into coverage, and the defense comes up with the interception. Hate to see the game start off like this for this offense.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Wasting no time. He's going to go deep on the first play. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. And he pulls in the catch. Moves the ball to the 25, good enough for a first down.
Great Great execution here by this offense against zone coverage with a curl route. Hit that last step in your drop. You see where you want to go with it. Put it right on his shoulder for a first down.
Looking to throw it on first down. Running back grabs it on a screen. Breaks loose at the 40. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Well, that's exactly why you dial up the screen. Defense is overcommitting to the pass rush and trying to apply pressure on the quarterback. Great execution, plenty of space available, and man, he had a convoy downfield to help him pick up big yards.
Brought down, the perfect tackle to produce a solid gain there. And the Buffaloes will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Here comes the handoff. Makes the catch, but the defense breaks in the ball, and it's a short gain. Third down after that running play. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a first down.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line. Give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Give it to the back again.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Offense sets up for play number 8 on this drive. They're going to run the option. As the first down is still going. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Ball handed off. Defense makes the tackle here on the final play of the first quarter. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
How about that, Chris? They run the football here on third down, almost pick up the first down. What it does, though, is it gives them a much better chance if they decide to go for this of picking up that first down.
And that is no good. With that miss, no change in the score.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal in 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Pitches to the back. Brought down quickly after the pitch. The defense reading that option very well. After the first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 17. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Going to try to use his legs here. He gets loose, able to pick up a solid gain there on the scramble. going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And he'll drop back here on third down. The ball is caught. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down now.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this fourth down and short.
The offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on fourth down in their own territory. Trying to find some room. It's Banks. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some.
He's got some room. Can he get there? Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Buffs. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kurt.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
And he knocks through the PAT. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. That last possession, they got stopped on fourth down in their own end. Let's see if they can get it going this time. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Second down after that run on the previous play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And he's got it down there inside the 35. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground here. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Goes to his right side there for the completion. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
That's a really nice job of bouncing back by this defense after giving up that big gain. This time they get the pressure and bring that quarterback down.
That sack makes it 2nd down and forever. Quarterback drops back. Quick throw over the middle. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the 3rd down call is. Looks to the left. Pass caught. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here.
Great job here by the defense. 3rd down and long. You drop back in coverage, keep everything in front of you, force that quarterback to have to check the ball down, and then you rally to the football to force his 4th down. Great job here by the D.
Receiver makes the catch. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that 1st down marker is and run that route a yard or 2 beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the 1st down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop, and they get the ball back.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. And he'll set up to throw. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up the 3rd down. And the Buffaloes looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. He makes the grab. He stopped him at the 22, but that's important breathing room on this drive.
If I'm this defense, you get these guys to 3rd down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage roll to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
Oh, there's the stiff arm. The stiff arm again. They can't stop him. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The Buffaloes line up on 1st and 10 now. Looking to throw again. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And he never had a chance tackled in the backfield.
Chris, the timing of this screen pass just seemed to be off. The defense almost waiting for the ball to be thrown. He had nowhere to go by the time he caught it.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Takes the snap and takes off on the run. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. He's got it for a big gain. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. They're going to run it. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. He'll hand it off. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. Down now. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their third and final of the half. So with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. The attempt is no good. He missed it. And the lead remains at 7 after the miss. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Tigers will kick this away to start the second half. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. And the returner will be brought down. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
From their own 8-yard line now, it's second and long. And the wideout goes in motion. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Tackle made at the 24 as they begin to put a drive together. The guys up front line up. It's first down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Moves the ball up to the 30.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the tailback's got it again. Tackle, but first down.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
He's brought down after a big first down gain. It's second and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring second and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Breaks, just trucks through the defender. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32. And the Buffaloes looking to crank up the tempo a bit. And then first down, they go right back to him. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain. Seventh play of the drive coming up. And here's the handoff. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
Well, here's the first play to start this second half, and it's really more the same of what we saw in the first half. Really no need to make drastic changes. What you were doing in that first half gave you the lead. Just keep working on it.
And they'll go right back to him on first down. And the Buffaloes are in the red zone. There's the handoff. And that run produces a decent gain.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Running play called on third and short. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They ate up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
So they'll pass up the chip shot field goal attempt and go for it on 4th down. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Fights off a defender. And he runs out of bounds there to avoid the contact and take the loss. So the choice to go for it doesn't pan out this time.
Well, this is the risk you take as a play caller. So often people want to try to go for it on 4th down, but you got to be careful. As you see right here, the defense makes the play to get the ball back themselves.
Looking to scramble. And he's taken down way behind the line. It'll be a huge loss here.
Between the defensive scheme and the athletic ability of this front and the linebackers getting pressure as well, the way they've been able to harass this quarterback has a lot to do with why they're enjoying such a big lead in the national title.
And they heave it deep downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race.
Another big-time catch by a Clemson wide receiver. How long have you and I been saying that, it seems like, over the years? Going back to Sammy Watkins and DeAndre Hopkins and Mike Williams and Hunter Renfrow and T. Higgins, all those guys on to the NFL having great careers, and now watching these.
And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. Defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, these are the kind of plays you have to make to be able to win the game in the second half. This back had a great first half and has gotten plenty of touches, so you've got to make sure this half is different than how things have gone so far.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Makes a quick grab.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
And the quarterback will just sneak it here. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that 1st down marker.
It's a good effort, but just not enough for the 1st down. And I think, Chris, the defense had an idea that this play was coming. You could see him pinch to the inside to prevent the quarterback from breaking past the line to gain.
Here we go. The coach rolling the dice. 4th and 1 in his own territory. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has a handoff. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop.
Chris, I understand what you're doing here. As a play caller, you want to take that chance. You want to keep the ball. You want to keep the drive alive. But this is the risk you take, and the defense comes up with a huge stop.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback, he told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
1st and goal, handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Second and goal for the offense. Handoff inside, looking for the touchdown. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about 3rd down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here, whether they run it or throw it. You get a stop here, and maybe hold them to 3 points.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
Automatic in the PAT. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he's brought down just across the 25-yard line. This should be the last play of the quarter coming up. First down, looking to throw the ball. Catch made along the sideline, but he's short of the sticks. Goes down after making the grab, picks up a few yards, but it's short of the first down marker. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
The Buffaloes look to keep this drive moving. First down here for this offense. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Here's the throw deep downfield. Oh, it's intercepted. A critical late mistake here. They get him down after a short return, but the offense will go to work from the 44.
Oh, Chris, you're in the 4th quarter. It's a tie game, and you throw an interception. Oh, my goodness. I know it's obvious, but you just got to take care of the football. It's that simple. Now their opportunity to take the lead is lost, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down at the 47.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Hit just as he throws the ball. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
He shreds the tackle. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down play coming up. Pop pass on the jet sweep. He's got room looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. And they claim the lead here in the final quarter. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Now they get set to kick it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. The pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Now the all-important extra point. Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the fourth quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And here comes the Colorado offense back out on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. Running through the tackle. Finds room at the 30. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. They finally make the tackle, but the defense gashed by that big gainer. We knew the tackling was going to be a huge factor today, Kirk. They don't bring him down, and the result is a big gain.
Where's the form tackling? I know it's a lost art in today's game. Sometimes these guys just come in with their shoulders and just try to bring you down with power and speed. But they've got to do a much better job if they have any chance of slowing this back down or trying to use their arms to pull him down.
And the runner brought down after just a short gain. Now it's second down here. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Not able to connect, incomplete. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Catch made along the sideline, but he's short of the sticks.
When you throw an out route against man coverage, and it puts a premium on a receiver who can set up the defensive back to be able to still have room to get to the outside and be timed up with a quarterback. That was great execution.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on fourth down. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes fourth down stop.
Well, I don't blame the offensive coordinator here. It's the right thing to do down a couple scores. They just didn't execute.
Using that challenge, a smart move by the head coach as the officials overturn the previous ruling on the field. And the Buffaloes with 1st and 10 here. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. That's a design quarterback keeper. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7. Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. They look to throw it here on second down. Caught near the goal line. And he scores. Touchdown, Buffaloes. Now they line up to kick the extra point. The extra point is good. Down by a touchdown, 21-14. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. This one will be fair caught. Powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Can they play keep away here? Just protect this lead in the final 2 minutes. Powers through. That run takes it across the 30-yard line. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. A gain makes it 2nd and medium. They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here. They bring him down, but a solid run there by the sophomore.
Boy, this offense's execution has been on point all game long, but especially in this 4th quarter. They're getting better and better, and this defense seems to have just quit out there.
So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. The pickup is 5 yards, so it's 2nd down and 5. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Breaking free at the 35. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers. And don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Aiming for the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. Still no answer for this offense. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch. And this defense just unable to corral him.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Returner looking to make a play here. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Buffalo's offense is back out there on the field. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, that's going to cost you.
Here's the 2nd down play. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And it's complete downfield. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. First down. Looking to throw the football. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. Wow, a 3rd pick tonight by the QB.
Oh, man, Chris, I really thought this offense had a chance to get back into this game. The only thing you hate to see is the interception. But give credit to the defense. They come up with a big play that potentially ices the game.
Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. He slings this one deep down the left side. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers. But they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. Here's the kickoff team now. Set to boot this one away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. They'll run it here. Great cut there. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. And that'll do it. We have a national champion. Well, this head coach told us we prepared well. We're ready. I'd be shocked if we didn't go out and play well. And he had a good read on his team. It was a big win.
This team was incredibly well prepared, and schematically, I liked a lot of the things they did to counter how the defense was attacking them. Sometimes games can be won and lost thanks to a good game plan, and we saw how it made a big difference today.
Well, that's going to do it for us and wrap up another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. They are officially your kings of college football and national champions, the Clemson Tigers.